Hey gang, it's Brian from FXBilliards. Today I'm going to talk to you about what's in my bag. It changes very often. It's probably changed 5 times since I've done one of these, so I figured I'd do an updated version. Spoiler alert, it's a lot of Predator cues. Predator does sponsor the channel and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Predator. And I have been buying Predator products on my own for the last 15 years or so. So there's a lot of Predator in my display case. And this is what I roll with when I am out playing. So I want to give you a breakdown of each cue. Those of you that watch the channel a lot, you have seen this cue a lot. This is my Predator P3. Nothing exciting about the way it looks. It is black on black with chrome finishes. I love this cue. It is Predator's P3 technology. It shoots great. It is one of the highest, if not the highest, cue on the market from a technological standpoint. The other 2 cues that I have down here are my 2 thrones. Now, full disclosure, I bought the P3 with my own money. One of the thrones, the throne 1, Predator gave to me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate Predator's support of the channel. And the other one, I bought with my own money. Now, I have 2 thrones here, but I don't roll with both of them. What happens is I decide, depends on how I feel that day, which one of these is going to go in my bag, but I usually have a throne. I usually have a P3. This throne also has turquoise inlays, and by the way, that was the selling point for me. I'm not a big blue or blue-green or aqua, whatever turquoise is. I'm not a big fan of that color, but when I see it in a pool cue, I'm really impressed by it. So that's why I got this one. And then I have a BK Rush break cue. I am rolling with the gold right now, but I also have the black and blue BK Rush. Either one of them, they break the same way. This one is pretty cool though. I really like the gold. I didn't know I was going to like it till I got it. And it's pretty nice. And also it stands out from my other cues. As you can see, I kind of lean towards dark cues. And I have over here 2 Revo shafts, one with the black vault plate, one with the white. Nothing special about the black or the white. In fact, if you stopped me in the middle of a shot, told me close my eyes and asked me which one I was using at the time, I probably couldn't tell you. So I'm in possession of a lot of Revo shafts with Predator support and what I bought with my own money. So I will tell you that I have 2 sizes. I have a 12.4 and I have the 12.9. I played with the 12.4 for about 1.5 years and liked it. When it was time for me to get some new ones and Predator was going to send me some shafts, I said, hey, send me to 12.9, just so I could switch things up and see, if there was going to be a difference, because I grew up playing with a thicker tip and then I kind of went down when the Revo came out. Right now I am playing with the 12.9. I play pretty close to the same way regardless of which one I have in my hand. So when you guys ask, I usually tell you the 12.4, but the 12.9 has been in my hand quite a bit. This one has actually seen 0 reps. It's got a brand new tip on it because I've never had reason to play with it. And I do keep one in my backup bag. So I'm very fortunate to have a couple of these. And they're outstanding shafts. I really love them. This is a Predator 314. This is what I played with before I was lucky enough to have a Revo shaft. I keep this in my bag for a couple reasons. One, if I only have one of these shafts and something happened to it, let's say the tip came off or whatever, I can play pretty well with a Predator 314. I played with it for over 10 years, so I don't mind having this in the bag. Also, if I need to loan a cue to someone, sometimes I do a lesson and the guy forgot his cues. I will loan this to someone, most likely before I give them a Revo and find out they broke with it or whatever the case was. But this is what you're going to get if you need to borrow something from me. And the BK Rush, of course, comes with the Rush brake shaft. This is Air Rush. This is one of the greatest jump cues I've ever had. It is the first carbon fiber jump cue I have ever had. Might be the only one on the market, I'm not sure. But this thing jumps outstanding, it breaks down. You can have a longer jump cue if you need it for the extra reach, or you can break it down. I usually shoot, regardless of the shot, I usually shoot with it with the extension on. If I had to do a dart, which is not my favorite way to shoot a jump shot, If I had to do a dart, I would probably break it down. The other thing that I have on the table, you will notice I have an extension here. This is Predator's extension. It fits at the bottom of all of these cues. So you need an extension, you throw it on there. It is a unilock, goes on pretty quick, stays flush. If you wanted to be like Earl or Shane and play with the extension all the time, you're going to have a pretty nice setup here. Probably better than each of them has, because there's not going to be any tape holding it together, and the joint here is going to feel like it's all one piece. But my number one tool that I use for shaping my tips is the Last Forever tip tool. If you watch this channel, you know I love this thing. This one has been with me forever, probably 5 or 6 years. So I have had no reason to replace it. It is outstanding. And I keep that in my bag, or I keep it in the studio, but I put a lot of reps in on this thing over the years. I also have a Predator Second Skin glove. I have had no reason to wear this particular one. The one that I used to keep in my bag, I wore one time. I was at one of my favorite pool halls where the air conditioning might be on, the tables might be cleaned, the balls might be cleaned. So I did have a situation where my hands were sticky, probably from the tables not being cleaned frequently enough, and I just needed something to allow me to have more consistency in my stroke. I wore a glove one day, but I keep it in my bag just for emergencies, and I'm glad I did that. I also keep one in my backup bag. I've got some cleaning swabs here that are designed for the Revo shafts. So you just pop it open, wipe it down, toss them out. Don't use wet naps or anything like that. If you don't use the official made for carbon fiber shafts wipes, use alcohol swabs. Alcohol is about the closest thing you're going to get to those wipes. So if you need to do that, do that. I have two different kinds of chalk here. This one has Predator chalk in it, and this one has Talum chalk in it. And I usually travel with both. But if I'm worried about this walking on me, I get this one for free. So I do have a need for both of them. Now, I've heard someone say that they use Talum at home and use Masters on the road. First off, Masters, because it's practically free, because every pool hall is going to give it to you, a lot of people will use it, and there's nothing wrong with it if you're chalking up all the time. But I have never, at the end of a session, had anything other than blue hands with Masters chalk. I've been playing for 2 hours before recording this video, and my hands look like new. So these chalks, the Talum in particular, are very clean. Why wouldn't you use clean chalk all the time? Why only at home? It just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, both are great chalks, totally different price ranges. If you are not going to put out the money for Talum, I strongly recommend Predator chalk, because it falls right in that category where it is high quality but not high price. So it's an outstanding chalk to have. Next is my bag itself. I have 3 Predator bags currently. This one is my favorite. I like the gold and black. In another video I'll show you the other 2 bags, but this bag holds your jump cue. It holds 5 shafts and 3 butts inside here, which, as you can see, when we eliminate one of these guys, everything that's here will fit in this bag with no problem. This is the Bryan Mitchell bag. And I've got some business cards. So there are a couple little things that I keep in the bag every now and then that I think everyone should have in their bag, and I'm going to make a video that you can watch by clicking a link here that will also show you things that should be in your bag but might not be. So take a look out for that video. As I said, click the link. You can watch it right now. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hit me in the comments and let me know what you think. Have a great day.